Okay, so I just shot my whole project over projector and then put the projector away. And then the project proceeded to get deleted from my computer, which I was recording on. So, gonna present it like this because it took a very long time for the projector to set up. So, this is why society's trust of artificial intelligence is going to hurt us in the long run. So, what is artificial intelligence technology? Well, artificial intelligence technology is not what it sells itself to be. It sells itself to be as a computer that's thinking, that's just can interact and process things like you and I. If you say, like, hey, how is your day going? It can respond, my day's going great. How's your day going? And will lead you to think that it has emotions and it can just think on its own. But in reality, it is a technology that mimics what it sees online, what other people are saying to each other. It knows how to correctly respond to people based off of responses it's seen online. And all the information it has, if you ask it a question, for example, is based off of stuff that you might have on Google or Bing. So there are a lot of dangers that come with artificial intelligence. Now, what are some of these dangers? Well, Google and Bing have launched their own artificial intelligence chatbots, which you can communicate with, you can talk to, and you can ask information as you would on Google and Bing as if you're talking to a person. You can say, hey, um, if, like, what day is it today, you know? And as of right now, it's Friday. And here's the problem with these artificial intelligence machines at Google and Bing. So they were in such a rush to get some of these things out that it's not always right. It's Friday, it might tell you it's Wednesday. Now, that seems somewhat harmless and playful until you realize the extent to which misinformation can be spread online through it. So, in an example here with an article linked from The Verge, we see that people will just ask it simple questions and it'll confidently counter the facts with what it believes is the truth as it looks for information online, because its goal isn't to provide sound, intelligent information. Its goal is to sound like it's providing sound, intelligent information and mimic a trustworthy news source and a trustworthy news person. So this digital information can vary in a lot of ways. It can be very harmful in real life. We've already seen a good amount of examples, and a prime example to show you is Tay, the Twitter AI chatbot. So Tay was an internet artificial intelligence chatbot released in 2016. The problems with this chatbot is it learned off of people it talked to. Now you might say, why is that a problem? That's not a problem. Like, it learns from people it talks to. It can communicate better the more conversations it has. Well, after 24 hours of being up, it was shut down because it started spewing hate speech. And it started spewing horrible, horrible hate speech based off conversations it had with people. And it led it to spread this hate speech to anyone it talked to because it was so overwhelming in this specific artificial intelligence bot that it would just keep going on and on to whoever's talking to it about hate speech. Now, that's pretty harmful in real life, but there are other ways it can be harmful in real life too. In an article by the SiliconValley.com, we see that Tay obviously is just something that can say statements on Twitter, but physically in real life, an issue is that management would love to replace us. In a poll done on this article, we see that 66% of managers would be willing to replace their employees with artificial intelligence. The only thing stopping them really is artificial intelligence isn't here yet. And it would be a cheaper, cost-effective replacement that'll do whatever the manager wants them to do without breaks, without any human needs. And this is horrible for us. We don't, because we can't sustain ourselves if we're being replaced. Now, what are the potential benefits of artificial intelligence? The reason people are progressing it in the first place? Well, people want to feed it issues like, how do we solve global warming, world hunger, world peace? And it doesn't have the answers because, as I stated earlier, it doesn't actually think for itself. It finds stuff online and uses that information to formulate an answer that it thinks you would want to hear. So it can't really give you any useful answers. It can just regurgitate something it's heard online and that it thinks you would like to hear back to you. Whether it's true or not, it could be completely false, which is why the benefits at the moment are pretty non-existent. They're ideas that could come true, but for the moment, they're not likely. How can AI harm the modern business environment? Now, obviously, in business communications, our goal is to work with each other to provide a better outcome for our business and to work on ideas together, to form outcomes, to overcome issues and problems by communicating with one another. Now, let's say you're not replaced by AI, but a lot of your coworkers in the workforce has been. That eliminates the whole goal of our class. You can't communicate with artificial intelligence the way you can communicate with another human to get problem solving done. In conclusion, the technology right now is not only a harm to us, but it can be used as harmful as a weapon to people right now, such as scam, such as hate speech. It is being used as just forms of deception